Konnichiwa, gamers. It is I, Juice Man, once again coming back to you. Please pull up a seat to the Gaming Roundtable Season 2. This is Episode 8 called Teamwork. What teamwork? You know, teamwork is an essential thing in some games, for example. Sometimes you need that teamwork to I guess you could say, to work cohesively together for a common goal or objective. And the thing about teamwork, especially when it comes to certain games, it seems like teamwork doesn't exist at all. You know, it's this big rigmarole. And think about the multiplayer aspect of teamwork. You know, and I've played them. You know, I've played Call of Duty. I played Battlefield. I played Battlefront, the new ones and the old ones. I've played, Evolve, Brink, extensively with Brink and Evolve. Destiny from PvE, strikes with 2 other players, raids with 5 other players. And I have found that the essential ingredient for teamwork seems to be lacking amongst the gaming community when you play with these random people. And it kind of bugs me because it just doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. Because teamwork essentially is nearly non-existent, it would seem. In Call of Duty, team deathmatch, and you're running around, your teammate sees a guy coming around a corner, fire at you, and drops you pretty fast because the time to kill in Call of Duty is now measured in nanoseconds. And then you sit here and your teammate, instead of shooting back, a lot of times, I'd say 98% of the time, if not 100% of the time, just runs some other direction or does some other thing and just doesn't even care. Watches you drop. Instead of killing the guy that just killed you or even firing first, allows it, just goes on and does whatever the hell they want. Evolve. Now this Evolve's an asymmetrical shooter, but the essential idea of teamwork, you have to work together for the common goal. Yeah, play with randoms on that. They won't support you and boost your shields. They won't heal you. Sometimes they won't even bring you back or recover you. It's like they're so hell-bent on getting the experience for whatever character that they're trying to level, not realizing you get teamwork experience, ladies and gentlemen. And, you're fighting a monster, and 10 times out of 10, the other player's playing a Wraith because the Wraith is OP, never been fixed, never been anything like updated on it, and it's just absolutely devastating to fight against. And these players will just either run off by themselves or they just don't play the role that's there, and then they get slaughtered, and then they get mad and start playing the blame game. Like, you're part of our team, stay together. If I'm damaged, heal me. Right? That's how I feel about it. And it's kind of a pain to me personally, because I don't understand why it is that way, but that seems to be the problem. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me personally. And this is my problem with the idea of teamwork, because there is no teamwork. Go play GTA 5 online, right, with random people and do a heist and see how many times it takes before you actually complete that heist. Yeah, you're going to be there for a long time, buddy. That's right, a long time. And it's just frustrating to me as a person that would like to play multiplayer games online with everyday people, and you can't, because you cannot trust or depend on them. The other day, I'm playing Destiny, and we're in the Valis Terraric strike. So I have my headphones on, and these 2 other yahoos don't, because for some reason, Destiny, for a while or whatever, you just couldn't use headphones until the big update or whatever. I think it was during the Taken King that they added that, I believe. And we're in this Valis Terraric strike, And it's absolutely ridiculous. Because it's like we get to Volsterark, we fight our entire way to get to him, and two of them bail on me. So I'm by myself fighting Volsterark. 40 minutes later, after dodging the bullet a couple of times and whatnot, I actually managed to kill Volsterark on my own. I concentrated most of my fire on him, and then when the ads came, I tried to only kill the ones that do like a ton of damage and avoid as much as I could, running around like cat and mouse with Volsterark by myself. So when that was all said and done, he dropped some legendaries and exotic and whatnot, so these yahoos missed out. You know, I go into who I was just recently playing with, and they're still playing Destiny, doing other stuff. It wasn't like they got kicked. They just didn't feel like finishing the strike and left me hanging. Thanks, guys. That's not teamwork. You know? Why would you get into the strike list? And one player who probably didn't know the other player from Adam either. They both, on some other part of the world, or wherever, both selected a strike playlist, but then decided, I don't want to do this, and the other guy said, I don't want to do this. Then why did you select it in the first place? Right? That's not teamwork. And it really bothers me to play with people like that. I can't even play the strikes. Because I don't know if someone is actually going to jump out of said strike and leave me hanging. You know how many times I've been left hanging in Elder Scrolls Online? It was countless times. People ask you to play with them, and then you go to a dungeon with them, and then they bail, or you get killed and they don't do shit about it, no heals, no resurrect, nothing, and just leave you there to die until you can spawn in or whatever you're doing. They don't care. That's not teamwork. Why'd you ask me to join your team? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I got to the point where I was like, I was playing Elder Scrolls last year, and people would ask me as I gained in levels, in 15th level and 17th level, and I got up in the 20s, people started asking me, hey, why don't you join our group, do this? And my answer was always no. And I had a couple people even ask me, well, dude, why don't you want to play with us? I'm saying, because you are going to leave me hanging in the middle of a dungeon somewhere, or you're going to run off while I'm getting slaughtered by whatever creatures, and you're going to do nothing about it. Well, we wouldn't do that. I can't trust you not to. I am a solo player. Boom. That's how it is, right? Just like Kiriko and Sword Art Online, I'm a solo guy. That's what I do, right? Because I can't trust you to do that. Destiny was great with my friend Bellix. Destiny was great with my friend Alan when we were playing it because we actually backed each other up. We got through some tough strikes and nightfalls because we backed each other up 100%. If I go down, Bellix would jump in there like nothing. I mean, knowing that he put his character at risk to revive one of us, knowing that we had to keep fighting. Alan did the same thing, and I did the same thing. Teamwork. We're a fire team. Fire team. If you're just joining me, this is the episode 8 of the Gaming Roundtable. I would like to give a special shout out to GamerGirl18. She subscribed to my channel. Might have been one of my earliest subscribers. I have 10 now. 10 subscribers is amazing. And she gave me a comment recently. And unfortunately, when I went to my YouTube channel, it's like grayed out, and I can't approve the comment for some reason. But I do appreciate her comment. Thank you for joining here in the Game Around here, and thank you. And please check out her channel. She's boss. You're gonna love it. And I just want to give a shout out to GamerGirl18. Thank you. Love you. Keep watching. Glad that you enjoy what I'm talking about. And thank you for pulling up that chair at the Gaming Roundtable. And if you'd like to be a guest on the Gaming Roundtable, please give me a shout out. JuiceMan3941 is my PSN tag. I would love to have you as a guest, and we can discuss all matters in gaming. Something I'd like to do this year is to invite some people on, and we can have a discussion. Hopefully not like some 2-hour discussion, but maybe 20-30 minutes, and we'll talk. Anyway, my point is, with this teamwork stuff, is I just can't trust people to help me out. GTA 5, Like, yes, it's sad that you can play with your friends, but you can't play with random people because they will just do anything and everything to screw you over. Hey, we just got the money, now I'm going to shoot you dead, and take it from you. Like, they just... Playing with teammates is very, very frustrating, again, especially with randoms. There's no teamwork involved. So when I started playing Evolve, after a few online moments, I was like, you know what? You can play this game offline. Like, well, not offline, but you play with bots. You know what? I don't play with people no more. The AI controlled bots have saved my ass more times than any single real player, because the AI bots actually know how to play the game where real people don't. That's sad, ain't it? That is absolutely sad. I've been left hanging in Dying Lights co-op. It's just me and one other guy against the world. But what do? You just run off when I'm dying. Hey, help me, I'm zombies. And it just grinds my shit that people just get on these games that are teamwork oriented, team deathmatch, whatever. Battlefield has this, Battlefront, and they just watch you die and run off and do something else and do nothing about whatever just killed you or shoot back. They're so concerned with their own character, their own experience, to hell with the team and hell with you and all that stuff. I mean, it's sad because it's supposed to be an online community. Community, meaning a commune of people with life interests in gaming and playing games. And all you ever run into are these assholes who play these team-oriented games and basically don't even do anything about the idea it's team. They're just off doing their own thing. I've even experienced this in Earth Defense Force, for the love of God. Where your own teammates won't even come and revive you. They just run off and blow up. They're just doing whatever. Hey, guys, why are you leaving me hanging? If we work together, we could clear out all these insects and robots. And you shouldn't even experience that in that kind of game. But it's rampant through all these games that feature team-based stuff. Try playing the crew with randoms. Hey, can you help me out doing this? No. Let me give you a really good example. Warframe. Ninjas play free. Warframe. For the love of God. Last year, I got really into Warframe because I thought Warframe was cool. It was like a third-person Destiny in a way. It had elements of that. And I just thought it was a cool concept because I had played through, Dark Sector, one of my favorite 360 games. You play John Tenno. This is where the whole game Warframe comes from, by Digital Extremes. And shout out to you guys. Warframe's awesome. But anyway, this clan asked me to join them. I was I guess you could consider, because the leveling system's a little weird, but like lower level. But I did have some groovy weapons. I had the glaive, which is the same thing that John Tenno uses in Dark Sector. So, and they happened to join in to a game that I was in and saw I had competent skills, I guess, in the game, because I love the new dodge mechanics and stuff, and I've got really good at avoiding fire and throwing the glaive and shooting this, and so they asked me to join them. So, but they said the real test is we have to take you back to the Tenno world or whatever, our base, and you gotta go to the dojo and you gotta fight each one of us. I'm like, well, you guys are crazy high level with crazy weapons. I'm gonna get slaughtered. They were like, yeah, but that's just our initiation, because we want to help you get up to where we're at. I was like, well, that'd be awesome, because there's so much I can't do solo, because people in that game, again, playing with randoms is bail. So I thought maybe a clan, maybe this will work. So I'm playing with these guys, and they slaughter me over and over in the dojo till they all had their turn. I couldn't. They were one-shotting me. Some of them were, and I was like, wow, that was fun. They're like, well, you're in, so we will help you. So throughout the next 2-3 weeks, every time I seen them online, I would message them, hey, I'm doing this mission to get this Archwing because I want to progress the story and I want to do this, or I'm doing this mission to do, can you help me? Either I never got a response, or the response would be, oh no, I'm doing this right now, blah blah blah. None of them would help me. There's like 10 of these guys, right? And apparently they've been playing Warframe from like day one on the consoles. They weren't PC players. So I was like, well, that sucks, man, because I can't do this alone. This is a really hard, tough mission. It's tough. I need help. And they just would not help me. A couple more weeks passed, and I'm still asking for help. They just wouldn't. Finally, a couple of them did, and then they decided, one guy said, you know what, I'm just bored, I'm just killing everything, and he bailed. I was like, oh, great, now, what the hell? So I finally just left the clan altogether. 3-4 days later, the clan guy who formed it contacted me. Why'd you leave? And I explained to him, you all were unwilling to help me. I asked all these different times for help. You're supposed to help me get more powerful, better weapons, better loot, get where more planets are unlocked, and all this stuff, and they wouldn't do it. And I told him that. And he's just like, well, sorry about that. I mean, we wanted you to join because you're a cool guy and you play and blah blah blah. And I was like, but you're not helping me. You're supposed to be part of my team. And you know why? Because they were all busy helping each other out because they didn't give a care about the low man on the totem pole. So I finally asked God, why did you ask me to join if you're not going to help me? If you want to tell me you're 2 guys on board and this and that. Well, we're just trying to bolster our numbers. I'm like, you know what? Fuck your clan. I said, fuck your clan. I'm soloing Warframe from now on. And what did I have to do to earn my Archwing? Finally, to earn the story after trying for weeks and weeks to get through this mission, and it was ass hard. I had to buy the damn thing with real money. I had to buy it with $5 U.S. money to buy this shit. It was ridiculous. I was like, this is some bullshit. And after that, I progressed that way, and I hit another brick wall, because that's what Warframe is about, is hitting you with brick walls, and you really need people to help you, but you can't depend on anybody to help you in that game. Even if you just broadcast, please help, nobody will do it. And that game just really promotes the idea of teamwork, people. Teamwork. What teamwork? There is no such thing. Unless you are playing with your friends specifically, and they will help you. Like my buddy D-Ron and Bellix, Post-Human Guy, Green TP, Crazy Cracker, people on my friends list that play the same games, they helped me out. I even tried to get into an online game of God Eater 2, right? Last night. There was people playing it left and right. But I don't know how many times I'm on my mic like, guys, this is going to this big monster. What are we going to do? This and that and this and that. And they're just all blah, 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 not helping and running off and trying to grab these glowing things on the ground that are items. I'm like, we got this monster to fight. What are you doing? It's just such a shame that the online community is not really a community at all. It's just a bunch of random people who play these teamwork-based games and don't give a damn. Why don't they just play regular deathmatch where they can play solo, right? Or how about this? Why are, just don't even bother talking or trying for me to join your group or whatever you want me to do, because I'm not going to do it. I'm fed up with it, right? I don't want to play with you randoms anymore because you suck the fun out of all of it. You've got everything in gaming so wrapped up, so tight. There's no joy in any of it, because you try to go online, and I like meeting new people. I met some really cool people on Xbox Live. I met some great people that played Too Human. I played Too Human with, and there was a big group of us, and we all helped each other out. It was great because they understood that concept. And I met a couple guys playing Diablo and Sacred 3. It was great, and they actually were cool, and they understood the concept, but it's so rare to find somebody, just a random, that gets it, man. I play Destiny, and I can't even go into the strike playlist. I like doing the strikes way more than the raids, and because I like the rewards they drop, you 3 coins and get some exotics or whatever, and I can't even do them now because I don't know if they're going to stick around to help it out. I don't know how many times people's quit halfway through the strike, or just they jump in and they just sit there while you go off and you're looking behind you and they're still sitting there because they don't want to. I don't know what they're doing, and then they jump off. You're like, what are you doing? And oh my God, teamwork. Yeah, fuck that, because there is none. This has been the Juice Man talking to you here on episode 8 of the Gaming Roundtable. Tune in tomorrow for episode 9. And this is just, for some reason, the comments, you guys can't comment right now because it tells me are not displayed because you entered a blocked scene. But I didn't enter a blocked scene. I don't know why it did that. It's kind of strange. It just kind of did that randomly. So if you were wanting to put a comment, you'll have to do it on the YouTube itself. And again, I want to thank GamerGirl18 for that shout out on that Mafia thing. I'm sorry that my approved thing is grayed out. I can't approve your comment. But dude, everyone, I want you to check out her channel. She's great. And again, thank you for coming to the Gaming Roundtable and sitting down and watching it. And I want to thank my other 9 other subscribers plus her, for subscribing in. And if you really like what I'm talking about with this teamwork thing or any of the other stuff, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the like button. Tell your friends about the Gaming Roundtable. And again, this season, I would like to get some of my subscribers. If you'd like to be a member and like to be on an episode of the Gaming Roundtable, please join. Please let me know, because I would love to have you on the show, and maybe we could talk about a subject that you'd like to talk about, that maybe you're impassioned about when it comes to gaming and all of that. And as always, gamers, we'll see you on the next one. Good gaming.